week 34, recovery week, and prep for the next 3 big build weeks. It's about to get serious. Let's get to the recap. Hey everybody, well, so week 34 was kind of the last recovery week before we get into some big mileage weeks, the biggest of the whole 40-week training program. So about to hit some really big miles. The next 3 weeks will be really where the battle is kind of won or lost on race day. So these next 3 weeks really matter. The recovery week was an important component of that, because without that recovery, these next 3 could be ugly. So before I get to my mileage and the rest of the recap, I do want to remind you guys that we're training for Ironman. We're doing these videos to raise funds and bring awareness to Tying Vines. Tying Vines is a humanitarian nonprofit that does work for Syrian refugees in Lebanon. We're doing all this through Ironman Foundation, and so be sure and check out our links below. And go to my Ironman Foundation webpage and click on that donate button. Be a part of this great cause in helping these folks who've lost everything that they owned, their life, their way of life, their means of income, their homes, community, everything. Had to flee the country, and so they need our help. Tying Vines does a great work in trauma counseling for these young girls and mothers who've lost their family, have been through traumatic experience you can only imagine. And they do vocational training, medical support, so they just do great work there. Check us out. Love to have you guys be a part of what we're doing and donate. So, okay, let's get on with the recap. So, let's go over the numbers, and we'll get on to the rest of it. Week 34, we had this. These are a little bit less in mileage and overall work time because of a recovery. Total swim was 5,150 yards. The bike 95.2 miles, and the run we had 19.1 miles for a total active work time of 10 hours and 21 minutes. So a little less than last week. Still had a couple of cold days, conditions, but definitely warming up. It's mid-March, and so it's it's just inevitable. The warm is going to win out. The hot's going to win out. My long run on Thursday was really perfect weather. Just perfect temperature, low humidity. My long bike on Saturday was a little bit chilly to start out, so I had to kind of suit up for that, but it turned out really nice for a nice ride. For some reason I was dragging a little bit this week, and I don't know if it was because I was in need of a recovery week and I'm recovering. I don't know. I am still doing my intermittent fasting, which is a 16-hour fast, 8-hour eating period. And I really have kind of enjoyed that. It's worked out really well. And I'm down about three pounds below my race weight, and that's where I want to stick. I want to stick to that weight until the week before or so, maybe 2 weeks before. I'm going to start loading, kind of eating more starches and kind of getting that glycemic loading in my muscles in hopes that I'll gain a couple of pounds, but we'll have some fuel for race day. That's going to be my goal. See how it works out. But that may be why I'm a little bit dragging a little bit and just I'm underfueled. I don't know. I really try to stick to my calories intake and keep it right at just a barely a negative burn. So we'll see. Um, let's see. Injury update. Again, no complaints other than a little hip flexor drama that I've had for the last couple of weeks now. For no particular reason, I started getting sore or strained or feel weak, and so I am doing a few exercises. Not I haven't been real consistent at it, but doing some high leg lifts in reps and sets to try to strengthen that flexor muscle a little bit. And then I'm also stretching, uh, not really stretching, but kind of warming up with some lunge steps and some other things before my run. Don't normally do that, but I'm trying to figure out what I can do to help alleviate some of that and strengthen them. If they need, and I also rolled them out with a lacrosse ball. A little bit painful, so pain, and that normally no pain, no gain, and they were painful. So I do think those things have helped. We're going to stick to that until we know, and then if not, we'll have to go in and see the doc. So other than that, no issues on the injury front. Thank the Lord. Feet are good, and everything else is in pretty good shape. No shoulder issues. Don't know where the shoulder issue went, but it's gone. So good, good, good to know that I shouldn't have any trouble in the swim. So let's see. That's it. Summary. Overall, great recovery week. Mentally, I really do feel like I'm at a pretty good spot. I remember this time in my first Ironman race, and these next 3 weeks really challenge you mentally. I just remember really kind of getting despondent at the end of that third week, and long 20-mile run, 120-mile bike, and just kind of forgot why it was I was doing all this, and that's part of the tearing you down, and but after that you come back, and it's really, I just remember it's such a marker in that first Ironman training. So it'll be interesting to see how I respond, having done this before. Definitely has helped. It'll be interesting to see how I respond to these next 3 weeks. See if I can stay focused and positive throughout these build weeks. So we'll see. Stick with us. We'll figure it out together. That's it, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. 6 more weeks till race day. Big push for training. Big push for donations. We are over halfway to our $25,000 goal. Be a part of it. Tell your friends. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. That gets the word out and bumps us up in the ratings, and it's all about getting the word out ultimately, so people will hit that donate button. Let's help us reach our $25,000 goal before race day. Okay. All right, guys. See you next week.